Time now for Sid 6-0. This is where I got 60 seconds to talk. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. A lot of aspects of the Maple Leafs get plenty of headlines. The team's poor start, their amazing November. Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner's season. He had points in 23 straight games at one point. The Leafs' goaltending situation. The fact that general manager Kyle Dubas doesn't have a contract past this year. The fact that they will likely get Tampa again in the first round of the playoffs. So many things to discuss. But incredibly, the one guy we don't really talk enough about, in my humble opinion, is their leading goal scorer. So let's rectify that. William Nylander is likely the first Leaf in the history of the world to be leading his team in goals and yet finds himself kind of sort of under the radar. He's got 22 goals. He's on pace for well over 40 and is averaging a career high 18 minutes of ice time per night. It almost feels like Willie likes life a little under the radar. Nylander out of the spotlight is making a difference. If he keeps it up, it could make all the difference in the world come April when the postseason begins. Or it might not. Brent Gunning from Sportsnet 590 The Fan is joining us. Brent, appreciate you, brother. Look, Nylander last night with Austin Matthews out of the lineup, Leafs beat Nashville. 2 assists, played 21 minutes. He's been phenomenal, and I feel like he's, an afterthought's a strong word, but he's not the lead most nights.
Yeah, he's the fourth of the core four that we give the credit to. Tavares will always be the captain. Marner will always be the local guy, and Austin Matthews is Austin Matthews. But William Nylander's been incredible this season, and you're right. You know, it's probably not fair, the amount of credit he's getting. He's not flying under the radar, but he's not getting talked about like a Leaf who's leading his team in goals, really taking his two-way play to a next level. He switched over to center last night in Matthews' absence. It's like he's growing up before our eyes here.
And just a quick update on the Austin Matthews thing. It is expected he plays in Detroit tonight, maintenance day yesterday, so it didn't seem like a serious thing. Matthews was practicing almost at 100% yesterday, so we expect him to play tonight against Detroit. Can Matthews keep this up, Brent, in your opinion, come April? Because the last time we saw William Nylander in April, it's not like he hasn't put up numbers before in the playoffs, but there were also moments where he could have gone in the corner, maybe given himself up physically to make a play, and there were some flybys there. He had no interest, and that garnered a lot of attention. Do you think we'll see a different Willie in the first round?
I think you will, because you've seen a different Toronto Maple Leafs team up and down the lineup. This has been a team that's been criticized for exactly those type of plays, and all throughout the regular season, you've seen buy-in from all the guys, and with the playoffs coming around, you know, there's a bullseye on everybody, but those type of plays are what people are going to be watching for from him. And honestly, the way he's played this year, I would expect this style of play to continue. And it just goes to show the buy-in that the entire team has, and so much of that is being led by William Nylander right now. So, I mean, we always say, wait until April and wait until the first game of the playoffs, but I really do think you'll see a complete William Nylander this time around.
Brent Gunning, we have 30 seconds. What's your biggest traffic pet peeve in the GTA?
Okay, this is going to ruffle some feathers, but I cannot stand somebody throwing on the four-ways in a live moving lane of traffic because they got to drop somebody off. Or, look, I'm trying to get on the Gardner. I'm trying to get out of Dodge or get into it. Don't be gumming up my traffic. Find a side street, figure it out. Do not just throw on the four-ways. That's my biggest gripe. Can't stand it.
Brent Gunning, preach. Preach. A standing ovation from all 4 people in the room. Great job. I love having sports radio people on the show because it's difficult to do. Talented people do it. Only talented people do it. Brent, appreciate you. Take care, brother. Good stuff.
Thanks, Sid. Appreciate it.